Good evening, Sharon here. Hiya. I don't know what the weather's like everywhere else, but oh my goodness, it is stoating it down here in Scotland. Came home on the train tonight and I thought, what am I hearing? And it was actually the train going through puddles. It's ridiculous. That's the Clyde coming up over onto the train line. But anyway, so maybe I'll get a wee day off tomorrow. That'd be good, wouldn't it? Anywho, we catch up. I'd spoke last week about how we are going to Paris, and one of the things that I have been dying to get is going on a plane without an extender belt. Now, something really horrible happened to me because of an extender belt one time. My pal and I had booked a kind of last minute holiday just to go for a wee week to Spain to her friend's flat. And because it was kind of last minute, we couldn't sit together. So we were sitting, and she was at one side of the aisle and I was at the other side of the aisle, up the back of the plane. We were in the rear seats. So I'm sitting next to this wee couple who were just lovely, but they were only a wee boy and lassie. It was the first time away on holiday together, and they were dead excited, and she was sitting beside these oddballs on the other side. And I asked for an extender belt. So I could hear a wee bit of a kerfuffle, and I thought, well, let's get on. And the next thing, the steward came and got down on his knees beside me. And he was absolutely lovely. Right, I can't say he wasn't lovely. But he said to me, I am so sorry. He says, but because you're sitting in an exit seat and you've asked for an extender belt, we can't let you sit there on takeoff or landing. So at that point, everybody was kind of looking, although he was being very discreet. But they were all kind of looking, and I thought, oh, I'm going to cry here. I'm just mortified. And the wee couple sitting next to me, as I say, were young, had said, look, sit in the middle, one of us will sit in the end seat. And I was just honestly so close to tears. And I was so grateful to them. God love them. They were dead excited going away on their holidays. And I split them up on taking off just because I was overweight. So that was an awful experience. It really was an awful experience. I've had various times in my life where folk have called me Big Shaz. And now I'm 5'2". There's nothing big about me. I'm fat, right? And folk wouldn't call me Fat Shaz. But you see, calling somebody Big Shaz, that is just as insulting, and it is just as derogatory, and it is just as heartbreaking. And I found out friends had called me that, and I ended up having a wee word and saying to them, look, please don't, because if that's what you think of me, then you wouldn't call somebody Ugly Shaz or Fat Shaz. So why would you call them Big Shaz? And people really need to think about how they are talking to people. It's just no nice. There's no need for it. And it's not like a massive big thing, but it was to me. I hated it, and it used to really upset me. So, anywho, hopefully things are going to improve, and I'm seeing it improving all the time. The non-scale victories are just massive. I was walking along a girl street last week going to my work, and I had on a pair of jeans, right? Now the jeans, the backside was at my crotch, the crotch was at my knees practically, right? But as I was walking along, I could feel my knickers rolling down. By the time I got to my work, see if I'd fell and my trousers had fell down, my backside would have been bare to the world, because I get into work, the crotch was at my knees, the knickers were sitting in the crotch, and I had a bare arse. Oh dear, so funny. The jeans are actually away at the charity shop because they're just far too big for me now, and I really need to go and buy myself some new knickers. Now that happened to me years ago. I remember you used to wear underskirts under your skirt, and I had went into the nursery with my first husband, and I walked into the nursery, my underskirt fell to my feet, I just stepped at it, picked it up, put it in my pocket, and he just went, I can't believe you've just done that. And I was like, well, just ignore it, keep going. Anyway, that's beside the point. I don't know about anybody else, right? I'm on the 7.5, as you know. This is my week 5. I think I'm getting into 7.5. And I am really struggling at night time with a dry mouth. Now, I don't mean just like, oh, I'm a wee bit thirsty. I'm talking about, can I get my teeth off my cheeks? Can I get my tongue off the roof of my mouth? It is horrendous. Like, horrendous. So I don't know if anybody's got any answers for that for me. I would be very grateful if anybody did. I've joined a wellbeing challenge that just started yesterday. So yesterday I'd done 2,300 steps. Woo. And today I think I'm on track for about 5,000. So it's getting there. I'm getting there. So we'll see how that goes. But weight loss. I've been good all week. Some days I've hardly been able to eat anything because I've felt a bit bleh, and I have stayed the same. So I decided this morning I was going to be upset, and then I decided, don't be ridiculous. You don't be upset. It is what it is. And I looked back. I've got a wee tracker thing where love heart things all over it. And I looked back, and each 4-week period, the first 4 weeks I put on weight, which I didn't deserve to, but I did. And then the next week I dropped £6. Then I maintained, and then I dropped £4. Then I maintained in the next pain. So every pain I've had a maintained week, but the next week I dropped £3 or £4. So I'm hoping the same thing happens this week because I've not done anything different. So I maintain. I've decided it's not disappointing. It's just I need to look forward to a big loss next week. So Friday night I was at a wedding, wore the black dress, wore high heels, and felt fabulous. So there you go. But that's me. That's my catch up for this week, and I hope everybody's great and not getting drenched in the rain. And I'll catch you later. I might do a wee live soon. Don't know if I'm brave enough, but we'll see. I might do it on the radio first, and then I'll maybe do a wee live on here and get a wee blather with people. Tell me what you think. Ta-ra now.